Year-end documents needed. Now, I know there's a lot more you can add. I just laid this out here to give people something to think about so that, again, I want you to go in here and add stuff to it, and then I want you to tell me what you added to it because, again, I might want to include it permanently as part of this template. So what documents do I need to gather during year-end review? And here's a suggestion, another thing that will blow away the tax preparing professional for your clients if you're a bookkeeping or accounting professional who's keeping the books, right? Payroll. Get that W-3 from the payroll company. And that W-3, of course, has the total salaries. Run a P&L for the year. Dump that into Excel and tick and tie it for them, because if you have a client where payroll is broken out, let's say direct labor is in cost of goods sold and then administrative salaries are in the general and administrative expenses section, and then you have officer salaries, let's say, on their own separate line, and that's another question to ask, are they broken out? Tick and tie those, add them up and tie them to the W-3. Create that little work paper and send that in with everything else that you send in as part of this year-end review process right here. Do that, and again, your clients and the CPAs or EAs who are doing their taxes are going to love you, and they're going to send you referrals. I guarantee it. Review sales tax returns. Once again, that was part of the checklist. That's also part of this year-end doc process, is review the sales tax returns, make sure they're still consistent. If need be, make adjustments on a quarterly basis to make sure that they agree to what was filed with the state. That's really important. Review the balance sheet to be sure it agrees with the last tax return that was filed. Before we file this one, before we submit the books for this one to be filed, one of the first things that the CPA or EA are going to do is review the balance sheet from the books you send them and compare the equity section to the balance sheet that they had on the last tax return that was filed. They're going to review the balance sheet, of course, from that period, not the current one that you're sending in. So you can save yourself a lot of time and trouble and win a lot of confidence on their part by actually doing that review. And once again, we've got another template. It's called a trial balance adjustment template that will help you with this process to make sure that the books agree to the tax return. Another thing to do that they're going to do, compare the bank rec report, at least for the last month. In my experience, most CPAs and EAs, if they can confirm that the reconciled balance in QuickBooks agrees to the statement ending balance, then that gives them a lot of confidence that the reconciliations are being done and that they're accurate. So in all likelihood, if you can show them the reconciliation report and the December bank statement and show that they tie, then that'll win over a lot of confidence on their part. And they're likely to ask less questions. The more confidence they have in you as the bookkeeping professional, the easier they'll make your job when it comes to things like this. And then next, I've got a series of things to review on the personal side because, again, there's a person behind that business client of ours, so we want to help them out on that side of things too. Make sure we get their W-2. Make sure that agrees to the officer's salaries that are booked on the P&L for their company. Gather any banking documents, their 1098 interest forms, all this kind of stuff. Get their mortgage and property tax statements together for them. Help them out. Make their lives easier. That's what they're paying you for, and the more you can do that, the more they're going to love you, the more they're going to send referrals, and the less they're going to complain when they get your bill every month. As always, I hope you had some fun along the way while you learned something here. If you're a student at schoolofbookkeeping.com, jump in and download this template. It's already available by the time you're watching this video. If you're having trouble finding it, reach out to me and ask me, but I'm sure I'll post a link to where the document's located once I've got this video process recorded up and online, both in the description on YouTube as well as in the blog post that I'm no doubt going to write up and include with this video. As always, I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you on the web.